start of conference play. Gritted out with a very tough win over App State. Pitching staff doing really phenomenal work. Ninth inning got a little bit worrisome, but overall thoughts about today?
Yeah, a really good Friday night game to open up conference. It's a really good team over there. They've been playing really well. Austin Eaton threw his best game in a Bobcat uniform, and so he was really good, just attacking the strike zone all night long and keeping off balance. And J-Mart was good. I thought Tip was fine. It's the ninth. Night's hard to win. It's guys get locked in and they don't want to lose, and so you got to find a way to make pitches, and he made enough. And so played really good defense tonight. Lugo with some great plays, Moore with some great plays. Another day with no errors. And then I actually thought I only had 3 hits, but I thought our at-bats were actually okay. Tough night to hit again, wind blowing in 20. But when we needed it, guys got in the backside of the field. I'll get the home run, and then ran the bases good tonight, and so found a way. So a lot of different things happened, but at the end we leave with a dub, and I'll take that on Friday night.
Talking about Austin Eaton, how critical is it that you have a starting pitcher that goes 7 innings of work?
Yeah, and he probably could have went back out. We scored and kind of had sit there for a little while. We got J. Martin, Tippett back there that are been phenomenal. So, but yeah, it was great. That's what you want on Friday nights. Somebody go take you in the 7th and go deep in the game and keep them to 1 run. That's great stuff.
App State gets that 1 run like in the 7th inning. How critical is it as the offense continues when the other team makes a big score, y'all respond with like 2 more scores?
Yeah, it's we call them rebound runs. So we found a way to respond and rebound and take the momentum right back in our dugout. We were trying to figure out there. We got the leadoff on. They walked us. I was trying to play games in my head a little bit, but Augie's known for driving balls in the gap and hitting the ball the other way, and obviously took a great swing tonight. And then we kept going, right? We kept scoring and kept having great at bats. I think in the last round through the lineup, I think we had 7 or 9 positive at bats. And so when the game was on the line, these guys had their best at bats of the night, and so that was the key.
What would you say like the approach for this offense, like as had a really good night against Houston Christian, good night against App State? What's been the key difference between their switch up, especially when how the several games have gone for them?
Yeah, it's just baseball, and I think for them, just keeping that aggressive mindset. When you're batting up there and that wind's hitting you in the face at 20, it's a little demoralizing sometimes. And so, as we tell them all the time, they don't shut down airports when the wind's blowing in. They just fly right through it. So that's our motto. And so obviously Augie did it, and even their guy did it there in the night. So if you hit it good enough, it'll get out of here. So, but they did a good job of just getting back to it, and it's gonna be tough. I mean, obviously their arm was really good, up to I think 96, 97 tonight with plus stuff and landing it. So that's a Friday night win with tough conditions, the wind's blowing in, and so yeah, I thought we did a good job.
When you get into a pitcher's duel like this, what are you trying to, I guess, tell the offense to kind of keep their spirits up, and as you're saying, like making sure like when the opportunities come, y'all take care of it?
Yeah, of course we had the chance in the 2nd there. We had it loaded and didn't get it done. But I thought he made some great pitches, and that's part of it. A lot of times to beat those guys, the best way to do it is get them out of the game. And so that was the key tonight. Unfortunately, I think he had a little fatigue or some cramps or something. But his pitch count was getting up there. We knew we grinded out to hopefully get him out of the game because he was on tonight. So sometimes it's about just getting that hit. Sometimes it's about getting that guy finally out of the game, and your confidence goes up when a really good arm gets out of the game because it's just a different look for you sometimes. So we got him out and took advantage of it.
How critical is it when you start in conference play, you get an important Friday night win to start the series?
Yeah, momentum, right? That's 3 in a row for us, and but Friday night, anytime you win on Friday nights, head into Saturday to have a chance to win the series, that's huge. And so you come out a little more freer on Saturday, it feels like, from a team standpoint, and the confidence of winning, but also like, hey, of course we want to win every day, but you just don't press as much, right? And so I think that's what this team's doing right now. They're kind of taking the momentum and then finally playing loose a little bit and then getting after it.
How critical is it that this team continues to play loose instead of playing uptight?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I don't think if you're ever in our dugout, there's not a lot of yelling and screaming going on. We don't want our guys to play tense, and if a guy makes an error, walks a guy, it's just part of the game, right? So we're not a lot of yells or screamers as coaches because that's part of it. And so you just got to get to the next moment as fast as you can and stay loose. And when guys are playing loose and getting after it, they're really good.
Heading into Saturday, what's going to be the key to get the series win over App State?
Yeah, same thing. We're going to get a great start off to Sammy Hall, and then offensively come out and battle one of their really good arms and find a way to scratch a couple over the plate. And so I don't see it a high scoring weekend again, just because the wind blowing in all weekend and all the above. But we'll come out tomorrow and go get after it. But we got to keep playing defense. We won the free 90 battle by 1 tonight, and it's funny how we won the game by 1. So we just got to continue on and just keep playing good, clean baseball.
So what do you think made Eaton so successful tonight?
Yeah, one, he was just pounding the strike zone. And then number two, he found his slider again tonight. He had a slider going. I thought the last couple of outings, he hadn't really had his dominant slider like he had in the fall and spring. So they went back to work on it, and tonight he had it and needed it and kept him off balance. And, you know, they're aggressive. They're very aggressive over there. They like to hit homers and drive baseballs, and so he did a good job of kind of working into that and kind of getting them out front and letting them chase sometimes. But one, he commanded the fastball, and then he had the breaking ball tonight to go with it.
What is the one thing that you want to see from this bullpen room? Like, even though they had a great successful night tonight, what's the one thing that you think that they could improve on?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, for them, they've done a great job of throwing strikes and filling it up. And so to me, it's just coming out and doing it. You know, the biggest key now is we got to see those guys bounce back. How does Tippy bounce back after one, after J Mark bounce backs after one? And so that's kind of part of it, trying to figure out how to go win a series. That's the beauty of playing the team for 3 times. You know, we try to waste their bullpen as much as they can. They're going to try to save the us to get a win either on Saturday or Sunday. So, but just coming out and being consistent, attacking the strike zone and trusting their stuff. They all have really good stuff. They just got to trust it and throw it in there.
Well, August, you had the big 2-run homer to kind of put this game away. Just what did you see on that pitch, and how were you able to kind of put this game away?
On that pitch, it was a backdoor slider, honestly. You know, those first 2 at-bats, they kind of attacked me in that way, a lot of off-speed. And so I kind of took that same mentality. You know, they got me out in those first 2 at-bats, so I just took the same mindset of, you know, knowing that they're going to throw me some off-speed pitches and took advantage of the one I saw.
You know, with tonight kind of being a pitcher's role and the weather not favoring the batters, what is the key to kind of keep being aggressive at the plate, especially when everything seemingly is going against y'all?
You know, Coach Tron always told us to keep the same mindset. You know, we got to go in there and be aggressive in the box, you know, no matter whether the wind's blowing in or it's blowing out. So, you know, I think keeping that positive mindset of being aggressive and, you know, allows us to stay more mentally locked into the box.
You know, the pitchers, phenomenal night. Austin, he went 7 innings. I know you being a catcher. What makes this pitching staff kind of really strong, especially over these past couple of weeks?
Honestly, it comes down to execute pitches. You know, if we can execute pitches throughout the whole, you know, for starters, hole 7 or hole 9, whatever they're going, you know, it's going to turn out great for us. And when guys come in and they execute pitches as well, you know, sticking to their strengths and, you know, slowing the game down when they need to. But yeah, it all comes down to execution, and we've done a really good job of that in the past 3 games.
And not only has the pitcher been kind of keeping up, the defense, no errors tonight. What is the key to just making sure they're just playing clean baseball out there on the field?
You know, they take their reps off the field, you know, after games or before games and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, it's something Coach Trout really harps on. You know, playing great defense. We keep playing great defense. We're going to win ball games. You know, championships, you know, come down to teams playing good defense. So.
How critical is it to get this conference opener started with a win?
It's huge for us. You know, the Sun Belt's a tough conference to play in, and it's seemed like it's gotten better over the years. So, you know, coming out tonight with the win is, you know, going to be our advantage.
Were you looking homer when you hit it?
No, I wasn't actually. You know, I was just honestly, I was not honestly looking for a breaking ball, but I knew they kept, you know, throwing it back door. So, you know, I was kind of just looking the other way. Whatever was up in the hanging up, I was gonna smack. So it felt pretty good.
And what is it going to take to get the series win on tomorrow?
Hopefully, we come out with the same mindset. You know, the weather is not going to be great again. You know, and who knows if we're playing 2 tomorrow or what's going to happen. So, you know, hopefully, we come out the same mindset as we did today. Today, we didn't even know if we were going to, you know, play or you know what was going to happen. We heard we were going to play 2. So, I mean, you know, our minds were not really going a lot. So, we stuck to our plan and, you know, took advantage of it.